Hey, welcome to my apartment. It's the Gwynegard DJ Self. I'm here, apartment 5H. Friends of the room, of my guests is here. I want y'all to know before I even talk about you two, right? This is my nosy neighbor. And every time people come, she's always running into my house. Her name is Bianca. She's from apartment 5E, 5B. So I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to what apartment because I don't never go into her crib. She always comes to my crib.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, but why'd you let him call you the nosy neighbor?
It's all right.
Because she's nosy, that's why.
I am.
She's nosy neighbor. So now, Miss Deb's here, and Deb, you brought Rocky with you too, and before I even get into y'all two, how y'all even met or know each other, I've met Rocky from a phone call that I got from a DJ that I respect very well, and his name is Cosmic Kev.
Oh.
So Cosmic Kev called me. He said, "Yo, there's this girl named Rocky. She's tearing it up out here. I need you to put her on your show in New York City." And me, as a DJ coming up in the game, there's a lot of DJs that I respect, and I don't even have to hear them or the artists that they talking about just to have respect for them. And she came and she did very, very well. So I don't know if you got a similar call about her or anything like that, but can I start with how you even hook up with this young lady?
So if you're not tuned in,
I'm not talking to you, Rock. I'm talking to the queen right here.
All right.
Hello?
I'm gonna say that. You're not tuned in?
So, all right, so the one thing I like to say to people, right? Because we are in my apartment, but people be watching what goes on in my apartment. So some people may not be tuned in. So if you could tell your story better than I could tell your story. Brooklyn, got it.
Brooklyn. She was on my show, Deb's House.
Deb's House.
Right.
So now you have a show called Deb's House.
Right.
What is Deb's House?
It's a show with females that want to be rappers. Just female entertainers, period.
So
It's allegedly supposed to be a competition show.
But it's not.
It is a competition show, but the competition is with them. They're going against themselves.
Okay.
That's what it's about.
What made you start Deb's House and the show? What made you say I just want it for females?
I mean, look what's going on right now.
I don't know what's going on. Can you tell me what's going on?
Well, we're going to play them. I know I'm in your house right now, and I can't be disrespectul, so I have to
You
be.
can.
I don't want you to kick me out your house. 'Cause you been gave me these good cookies.
I did.
I just met your nosy neighbor.
Yeah, you did.
I'm waiting for my water to get ice cold.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
you did.
I got to watch. But
All right, okay.
Okay. I feel in my world, we're like in a state of emergency.
Okay.
With everything that's going on right now.
What you mean?
Like, I don't hear lyrics anymore.
Okay.
Okay, all I hear is a bunch of women with UTIs.
Okay.
And it's starting to irritate the out of me. I'm like really, really getting tired of it. The level of like, and I'm gonna say disrespect, because we have children that's out there right now, and these children are following behind all the things that these grown behind women are doing. And not only what they're doing, but they're also teaching their kids this. But I wanna bring that essence of music back. Like something that we don't have. Like we talked about our troubles, we talked about what we were really going through. Everybody don't want to walk around naked. And I know they might say everybody don't want to walk around being a gangster or crying about what was going on or however that was, but it was relatable music. It was very relatable. And I've been trying to do this show for a minute and they kept saying, they not interested. They're not gonna watch this. They're not. Without advertisement, we over-delivered. So which let me know that there was a lot of people that's tired. And not just that, I've had tons of conversations with guys and they're sick of it. You know, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Everybody looks alike, at least body-wise.
Okay.
It's all alike. You know what I'm
saying? Do you think it's changing a little bit? Because you see like the Glorilla, the Sexy Red, like they got those little slimmer bodies, the natural body-ish, you know? And they like the two rulers of the game right now, as far as hip-hop wise.
Yeah. I mean, they're slimmer, and that's fine. But it don't take no time for them clothes to come off though.
Okay.
So there's a difference in it. They might start out that way, but then it takes no time to start showing and taking off stuff.
What do you think started this? Some people say like the Little Kim, Foxy Brown era. What do you think started it?
No,
you think it was before that?
Don't blame that on Kim.
No, I'm not blaming it. I'm just asking where it's, you know.
We always had a sprinkle here and there.
Okay.
I mean, this stuff go back before I was born. We had sprinkles here and there, but never like thrown in your face like this. You understand what I'm saying? You could get away with you have one or two of them periodically.
Okay.
But when, like on the way coming here, you know, I had to tell Deb, like, yo, change this, put something else on.
In the car.
Yeah. I'm tired of hearing that. It's if you heard one, you heard them all. And now, if you sat here and told me to give you some head or whatever, the first thing I want to say is you disrespectful. You understand? But now I'm listening to this record, and that's all that's going on this record. He's throwing back like whatever they're saying. Now he's coming up saying stuff, but then it sounds disrespectful. But how could I say he's being disrespectful if you listening to what they're saying? And like, if it don't apply, let it fly. Only hit dogs holler. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like it. I'm not saying that you might love it, she might love it, everybody else might love it, but I'm tired of it. There's so much talent out there. Tons and tons of talent. Why do we have to keep going this way? Why? And not just that with the show, it's also, I wanted to show women how they destroy their own careers. They're quick to blame everybody else for their careers but themselves. And that's another thing that was like, meant a lot to me, to just show you what you do to ruin you. Every artist think they're the illest person in the world. They forgot the first day of the struggle. And once they in the door, they've been that way since day one. And some make it and some don't. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't go past, it becomes your fault then. But never look at the part that they played in it. But it's just one-on-one, teaching them about real hip-hop and how it really is. Even though a lot of it didn't get to play out because we was a real reality show. It was like at real time. There was no scripted in there. Nothing was scripted. It was real time. So there was a lot of things that didn't get to play out, and we only had 6 episodes. But we shot enough for 15. Okay? So I will be having that footage, you know, that footage will be coming out where people will really get to see some of the stuff there. And the attitudes of these girls and how they had attitudes because they believe all you're supposed to do is go in the studio. If you go in the studio, you're an artist. Every artist thinks that all you have to do is go in the studio and that makes you an artist. They don't really know what it takes to come from the artistry into an entertainer. And there's a difference. And that's why we have entertainers counting on one hand with a pinky and thumb left over. Probably some fingers too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they don't know how to play the game. They don't know it.
Can you explain to me and my neighbor what's the difference between an artist and an entertainer?
Oh, it's a big difference.
Okay.
Okay, it's a big difference in an artist and an entertainer. If I do that, then I can say, I don't want to use a person, because then that's going to be bad if I use a person. Beyonce is an entertainer.
Got you.
Nicki is an entertainer. Okay? And other people are artists.
What does Beyonce and Nicki do to make them entertainers?
Is an entertainer. They
Michael
give shows. His sister.
Oh, Janet.
Janet.
Okay.
Entertainer. They put on a show. They put on a show. It's an experience. You have an experience when you come in.
So are you saying entertainment is just when you're on the stage?
No.
Okay.
No. You know how to handle yourself. You know how to take that on and off. You know how to become a human being when you're able to be a human being. Okay. And you're able to become this person when you need to be that person. They understand the characters that lie within them. So they know truth from fiction. That's my analogy of it.
Like an artist wouldn't turn it on and off. Like an artist, that's
they're
just
an
who
artist.
they are.
Most of them, they that way at all times. Every time you see them is the way that they are. In the street, if they, however it is, it's just how they are.
Like a J. Cole, for instance, like he's.
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
But I'm not that familiar with J. Cole anyway. But that's why I can't say it.
No, I got you.
All right.
I got you.
Nosy neighbor. but that's it. When you don't know how to turn stuff on and off.
That makes sense.
Quickly, can you tell people your credentials of that you have the power or the no say to make this judgment?
Shit, I'm human.
Okay. Reason why I'm asking, right? Because I think that all of us, we think that everybody knows our journey or what we did and different things like that, right?
I know a lot of people don't know mine because I really sit there listening to people. See, you get ready to make me start shit. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I want you to explain to my neighbor, you know, and maybe some things I don't know, you know?
Yeah, but
I know her CV, but go on.
I didn't know that you was
do?
the first person with the Honda Accord, black with the red interior. I didn't know that. No.
I don't think that I know everything then. I mean, just because I've worked with people, okay, and some of the hottest people in the game today.
Like who?
People.
Okay.
You know, let me tell you something. This is something I've never done when I went into any interviews and people could pull that up. I never spit the names out of the people that I worked with.
Okay.
I just never, because I don't feel that they're my validation. Because what I did with them, I might can't do with you.
Understood.
I might can't do with her. I might can't do with her. But I know I could do with her.
But some people may say that this person has experience by your history.
That's true.
Or
You
even
understand?
spotting talent. Like, not everyone can look at someone and be like, that person's going to make it. That person's a star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I do know a star.
That's what I'm
now,
saying,
that's one
yeah.
thing about me, and two things for sure. And now look, I'll go to bat with you on that one. I know talent. Now, that's something that I know. I don't rap, I don't sing, but I know a record. I know a record when I hear a record. I know you when I see you. I know what you're going to be about. There ain't that many people that don't tap me.
But in the same sentence, someone is like, I hear you talking, but what did you do? You understand how you got these credentials of knowing a record?
You want to know who I've had?
Or what record that you said
who
I
I've
knew
worked
it?
with? It's not just a record.
Okay.
Now, listen, I just got finished the other day. They just called me and found 1,750 more records of mine. Yeah, let's talk about that. See, it wasn't just artists with me. It was also producers.
Got you, okay.
That's what a lot of people didn't know. Like, they never gave me credit for any of the producers. They never, people don't know me as far as producers go. They just knew artists. You know, the same people talking about Nicki Minaj, Gucci Man, Waka Flocka, French Montana, OJ the Juice Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll talk about these same people. They didn't even know my hands was on Cash Doll. A lot of people didn't know that. You know, so it's like, I hate going into this, you know. Only female that I didn't have good luck in pushing through. Well, I mean, I've got to change a lot of things and not bring her out yet was Johnny.
Blaze. Okay.
That was the only person, and I think I stayed there so much because that makes me feel like failure all the time.
What do you think was the issue?
Her.
Okay.
Getting in her way. Like, sometimes artists get in their own ways. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you have to get out your way. And that was one of the things that inside of this house, I needed to show them. Like, I could do this, I could do that. Like, it was good, even for Rocky, like, all the times, like, I'm a real artist. But then going over there with Mike Will and learning different things. And all of them talking to her and telling her, you know what I'm saying? And all the techniques that you still have to learn. And it was more than just going and just spitting on something. And that's an experience. And when you're able to take that in and you want to grow, that's the kind of people I love working with. they could take constructive criticism. They could take it. Not saying that everything we say is right and exact, because it could be something in there which you're like, I ain't with this, like I don't like this, but if it could go this way, then I'm cool. Then you give a little bit of that, but give me some of this, and then we can make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're receptive to learn, then you're good. But when you in there and you think you know everything and your hands is in everything that somebody's doing, you don't need me.
How do you feel about female rappers getting ghostwriters?
I don't think nothing's wrong with that.
I didn't say there was nothing wrong with it. Just how do you feel? I didn't say there's anything wrong.
I said, again, I don't think anything is wrong with it. The majority of them do have that. Okay, so let's be clear on that. Even though everybody want to fake that they write their own stuff, ain't no one person out there writing every song that they've done. That's bull. We all know that.
Men
okay?
or just women?
Men too. Both. I mean, some just got enough power to say, take this and I'm taking it, and that's it. And it is what it is. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, one is that you can see the outside of somebody better than they can see themselves. And now you could go in and help them. Not saying they got to write everything, but they can help you. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. So all these myths that they be having going around, like, oh, I write my own shit, don't nobody write it. You full of shit.
Rocky, how do you feel about somebody writing stuff for you?
You asked me this the last time. It's hard. I don't,
Yeah, she had a problem with it.
Yeah, I like to write my own bars. Now, hook or something may be cool, but I just feel like...
But why is that?
Because I feel like I'm true to my craft, and a lot of things I rap about is personal to me. So I just don't feel like somebody could... If I could rap and do it on my own, I'd rather do it on my own.
Let me ask you a question. I've had several female artists, and I've worked with some, and I've always asked them, and this might be putting it out there for the world to know, but I mean, I would love this song to be made. Each one, I've always asked to make this song. Now, I'm asking you because you may not have been through it, but would you be receptive of someone writing it for you? I've always said, why, well, not why, I've always asked them to write something about domestic violence, right? And none of them never wanted to write the song, and I'm just like, this song would probably be out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the only one that I could remember closely doing something like that was Eve, or the song called Love is Blind.
Yeah.
You understand? And but she wrote it in the perspective of her
streets.
friend, her friend being, DV. So let's say I don't think you ever been through that. And if you have, I don't know if that's something that you want to put out there, but would you have a problem with someone writing that for you?
I just feel like a lot of things I could create on my own because I know people who go through that. I've been around, like, I don't know. I just feel like I could get it done. I really believe in myself. Like,
that you could write it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. No, the reason why I'm asking because you said here.
Especially when it come to pain. Okay. Like, I could write a domestic song.
Do you feel like that's a good idea?
I just feel like my structure need to be more so like picking the topics for me. I think you should rap about this. And see what I could do.
So somebody telling you that?
Yeah, like if you would have told me to write a rap about
now,
domestic...
right here, I can't wait.
Yo, and it's so crazy because we use Eve as like the blueprint for, ain't no artist in Philadelphia been popping since Eve.
You from Philadelphia too, so it makes, right?
Yeah,
what part of Philly?
North.
North Philly. Badlands?
No, I'm from the heart of North Philly.
Okay.
Are there any Philly artists that you looked up to growing up?
Look up to, not look up to, but like admire and respect. Of course, the whole Philly scene of rappers, from Beans, everybody who was somebody from Philly that made it is supportive of me now. You know what I'm saying? So it's from the Beans to the Freeway to the Young Guns to I haven't met Eve, so not Eve. Even Jill Scott, even Music Soul Child. Everybody backed my play. Everybody showed me love and support. Even Will Smith, even Charlie Mack. He just put us up the show. So I get the support, you know what I'm saying? Cosmic Cav, everybody that's like in the music scene that's like important from Philadelphia back my play.
Do you feel like it's hard being from Philly to make it in the music? Because?
Yes. I just feel like I feel like everybody look at us as problematic.
Okay, why you say that?
I don't know. I just feel like they, you know, that's just how I feel. They feel like we tough, we too tough, and I feel like there's a problem within the city. There's no unity. Like New York, you see somebody buzzing, everybody will get around them.
I think that's a myth too. They always say
that's
that.
a
Every city
Well,
say
from what
that.
that's what we see outside
Okay,
looking in. You know what I'm saying? But you see how that's a myth for the city. I ain't from here, so I don't know that, and I feel like a lot of people don't know is sweet and nice people in Philadelphia. I feel like they just say, oh, Philly hard, Philly rough, Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, well, yeah, I feel like it always takes somebody that's not from the city to come get you in order for you to blossom. And every person from Philadelphia who blossom out from a person coming to get them outside of Philly. It's just like you get to this certain point and then you got this certain amount of time to make it through and then you don't and it's over.
Well, that's true, because like Eve with the Rough Rider.
Yeah, Eve, DMX came and got Eve. Them,
Jay-Z,
you know, Jay-Z and them had beans in them. And then, you get what I'm saying? I feel like the singers go farther than the rappers. Of course, Uzi went far, but even with the situation with Uzi, it's not nobody, it wasn't Philly. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, of course, the big homies walking through and might took them to somebody, but you got to take us to people to get us going. For some reason, it don't just happen like that. Even with me, Kev, you know, put a word in and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers don't give you the credit that you're supposed to have. Like, everybody should speak on Kev. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of the Philly artists in position, but you never hear about it in these interviews and all that. It's like once you get on, you forget about your city for some reason. I don't know why it's like that, but I just feel like it being as though it's so hard to get in the industry, it be like they be wanting it for themselves. They shine for themselves. It's like nobody never help each other from the city.
How did y'all find each other?
Through the TV show.
Oh, so how did you find out about the TV show?
So I had a friend of mine that I grew up with, and I told
You
her.
want to say that friend name?
Melissa.
Give
Shout out
us
to
some
Melissa.
props.
Yeah.
Melissa is Honeybee.
No. Melissa not Honeybee.
No, that's the Melissa. The name I just found this out. The Melissa is AKA Honeybee. Like anybody who named Melissa, their nickname is Honeybee.
Oh, I
You never knew that?
No.
You never knew that either?
What do you mean, like the meaning behind the name?
No, it's like let's say you know like somebody named Richard. Richard is Dick, right? Or Billy is William.
Right.
Melissa is Honeybee.
I never heard that in my life. My
I
best
just taught
friend
y'all
of
something.
20
Hello?
years is Melissa. Never in my life.
I just call her Honeybee. She'll be like, how you know?
I think you're wrong.
Okay, whatever.
But go on.
I'm telling you, how you
you're wrong.
ain't gonna listen to me in my crib?
No.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Honeybee. I'm telling you.
Sure.
All right. Google it. You the Google queen.
Sure.
What up, Melissa? Honeybee. I just taught your friend, your best friend from whatever you just said. She even know your nickname. Okay.
I never called her Honeybee. I never
we'll
heard
call her
that.
Honeybee now. She gonna be like, hey.
And I knew her since 6th grade.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But she, you know, she was, I guess, went to school with one of the females. Shout out to Tierra too. That was on production.
Okay.
And I had, you know, told my girlfriend like I want to, you know, get on TV. I don't know. I just want to rap on TV, XYZ. And crazy thing is, like, all of that was aligning in the same time. Like, you know, I wanted to get on TV, and Miss Dad was doing castings for a show. So it just, like, worked like that. So my girlfriend reached out to Tierra, and she like, yeah, I got this, you know, my girlfriend, she want to get on TV, like, you know. And Tierra said, oh, I got this thing. Maybe we going to see if she a good candidate. We going to sing. And then it was like I got chose, you know, we had to do the auditions and all of that, and then I got chose to be on the show. So.
Well, there's been like.
You not gonna give me my props first and say sorry?
You always want validation. I'm
Are you
not
gonna give me
saying
my props?
sorry for what I do nothing to
Because you said it's not true, and I just proved it to you. It's true.
So why I gotta apologize? I could just say you were right.
What is
that's
true?
it.
About Melissa meaning Honeybee.
Oh, yeah.
No, you said that was a nickname.
Yes.
I said that's the meaning behind the name. You said no.
Oh, now you're moving the goalposts.
Anyway, so within the last few years, though, I feel like within the last 4 years, there's been like an influx in female rappers. So, like, your show was coming out in a perfect time where people, because back in the days you would hear, like, I'm not gonna say any, but people would say that people don't care about female rappers, right? Like, but now people give a fuck. Like, people are paying attention to female rappers. So do you feel like that's helped propel your message through this show?
I never thought about that, honestly. I've never thought about that. I would like those women to stay there. That's why we need some more through.
Yeah.
Because guys could be like Cyclops twin, it don't matter. They could be 60 years old, getting on stage, and it's okay.
Oh, sure.
But women, time out. after a while. And at the rate some of them going, they ain't gonna stay there that long.
Some are flat. But even I feel like that's the same for like male artists too. I think that's like
It's
the
not
younger
true.
generation. You
That's
know, you
not
don't think
true.
so? Some of them are like flash in the pans.
I'm not trying to be funny.
No.
But look at the guys. There are older guys still rapping, but they're not gonna let a female rap old. And that's not old. It's crazy to me being in this entertainment stuff that you calling young people old. And it's like, nothing got me more when somebody said to me that a 40-year-old was a cougar.
It's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, very much so disrespectful. But yet, you have guys in this industry that's way over 40 that's still getting on stage.
Especially now, right? Because I
Right.
feel like now we're giving praise more to the legendary artists. You know, that wasn't the case in 2015,
Well, the females need to
2016.
be able to come up there. What happened to the legendary female artists? You might have these younger ones there, but see, they can't sell sex. Let's
And
be real.
that might be the case in just entertainment, not just music, but acting, just in
yeah.
general. Women age out differently from
Yeah.
men, you know, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know why.
I know, because they be out here looking a mess too, right?
And we look up longer than they look down. Oh, but we in your house, so we can't really do that.
No, that's fine, man. I mean,
This is why you don't ever want me over, but
listen,
it is what it is.
I think males sometimes need to know how females think. You understand? So I do think that. Who are the other artists that you have on your show?
There was Hot Chalk, which is out there now. She got sent home like kind of quickly. Queen Izzy, Dank,
Billboard Baby.
Billboard Baby. That hurt me to say it. Honey Bee,
Melissa, that's probably her
Electra.
real name too.
Electra, Camille, Molly,
Molly.
and there was a house of other girls. It was
Okay. So how did you pick these? Did you pick them? Did the producer pick them? Did
No,
you know?
I literally didn't allow them to do stuff. Like, I had to look at everybody. I literally was up late at night when I went home, and I was going through the emails. And I'd go on and I'd see them. And I'd see the ones and how they sent their little... Jesus Christ. How some of them used to send in their tapes. I said, we in trouble. And I would look at them. And then we had an audition time where myself, along with Londell McMillan and T.T. Torres, they came before us. So we sat there and decided.
Oh, decided who to pick who.
I mean, I went along with some stuff, but and went against my better judgment on others. And I should have followed my own mind, but it's okay.
Well, I'm very proud of Rocky because I think we first met a couple years ago, and she very much impressed me. And normally when artists that I don't know come, you know, I let them do their thing, and all right, thank you, but you know, but afterwards we chilled. You know, we did a couple of videos and different things like that. I also shared her on my platform as far as social media and different things because I did enjoy what she did. You know, she was really rapping. And that impressed me a lot, not because she's a female, just an artist, period. Because a lot of artists, I had this mini conversation with you before y'all came into my crib, that I used to have a booth. And I want to say 80% of the rappers skip the booth. You understand? You know, and then to me it's like, you a rapper. You understand? Like, how you skip the booth? Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, and when Rocky came, I think to be honest with you, the funny thing, I don't even think she wanted to even talk. I think she just wanted to rap. You understand what I'm saying? To be super honest, but you can go and check that out on YouTube or any social media stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that.
looked at that. We looked at it today.
Okay, yeah, you know, she just wanted to rap, and I was just like, damn, you know. So I don't know if you ever saw that.
No, she wants to keep rapping. That's all. She could just sit there one after the other, just going one behind the other, and just keep going and going and going.
Well, domestic violence, I'm just telling you.
I got you.
All right, you know, don't worry about the hands rubbing.
I'm telling you, that's a sign. I promise you. I can't say too much, but that was our blueprint. That That's all I can say. That's crazy
Okay.
you said that. That's like validating it to me.
I feel that way.
Me and Joe said
Do you
that.
see yourself staying like true to your craft, like not
Yeah,
doing
I feel
what
like
everyone
staying true
else
to my
is
craft,
doing?
but enhancing it. Like how Eve was the pit bull in the skirt, but you still looked at her as a female. You get what I'm saying? Like her brush still touched you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, a humble beast.
That reminds me. So you've said before that, especially in this industry, like we always refer to it as like a male-dominated industry, and I know that gets under your skin.
Oh, you did know that
I
about
did
me.
my homework. Yeah. I know it gets under your skin, but I mean it is the reality. Even though I feel like the guard.
What's the reality though? But why? Just tell me. And now I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? In Self's house. Why do you say it's a male-dominated? And I always want to ask women this. Why do you say that this is a male-dominated industry?
Well, I'm starting to change my tone, but previously I have, and a lot of us do refer to that because a lot of the people in position of power are males. Until recently, I feel like within the last 2-3 years, that has definitely changed.
But why do you think that's like that?
I think that with a lot of things in life, it's a boys' club when it gets to a certain level. And I think that it takes for women such as yourself, who walks into these rooms demanding the respect, but you've been able to remain in your feminine energy, right? And I think that's hard sometimes. I think that as females, when we walk into a room and we demand respect, sometimes it's like we shut off the feminine energy because we feel like that makes us more vulnerable. So how do you balance the two?
I am who I am, so I can't tell you that because I'm just who I am. You're going to respect me. I'm going to respect you, you're going to respect me. But I feel a lot of it is done like that because, I was getting ready to say something wrong. Ooh, Jesus, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, sometimes people don't understand when you say that. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Oh, so, the reason why I say that is because a lot of women play themselves, okay? So if you walk into a meeting, right? Let's say that is that one mine? I don't want no grape.
Time out.
Well, that's
That's
the
great.
The other one. It's the other one.
It's the other one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I know grape. Thank you. That's a little.
Wanna try this?
That's
Grape soda.
That's
It's not grape soda.
That's a little
Just
ghost.
try it. Watch. You're gonna be like, oh. You don't gotta shake it. This is water.
okay.
It's nasty.
Think about these women
It tastes like
walking
a
in.
hug.
I want you. We ain't talking about no grape soda. This is a serious
Okay, I'm sorry.
conversation.
Good. I'm sorry.
Think about when she comes in the meeting. What she have on her body?
Most likely some tight clothing.
So where are their minds at now? Is it on business?
No.
Okay. So she just failed us. Because ain't nothing getting done now, because now where they were into business, they're now into what was going on and what they was looking at.
What do you? I don't mean to cut you, but what do you say to a woman that says, "Why can't I wear what I want to
They
wear?"
can wear anything they want to wear,
Okay.
but there's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not the game, it's how to play the game. But you don't have to walk in there flashing and showing because their mind is not there now.
Okay.
Now you're inviting them somewhere else. You're kind of showing that you're giving a whole nother message. And yes, you can wear whatever you want to wear, but not in today's time you can't because it means something.
Got you. Okay.
Today, they've made it to where it means something. Even everybody, like when you look at all of our women that, okay, y'all, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. All these Dubai trips. Okay? What do they really mean? See, a lot of this stuff, that money ain't being made in the music. I've been in the music business for too damn long.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, how the fuck?
Okay? We know what's going on with some stuff. I'm old school, so you know.
What goes on these Dubai trips?
Don't do that.
No, I don't. What
That's
you
what
mean?
people got to try to figure out.
Oh, okay. I thought they go and they be having fun, like vacationing and stuff. That's not what
There's
happens?
a lot of controversy that's going on right now. We don't want to start people staring at all the people going to Dubai and how many times they spend back and forth there and who sends for them and who whatever.
I thought they was just going on like vacation
Oh,
trips.
they are going on vacations, baby.
Oh, okay.
It's a vacation.
Yeah.
Very good vacation.
Okay, I just, all right, my bad.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on.
Okay.
A lot of things go down in the DM.
Hello.
Goes down in the DM.
Yeah, dude.
Well, the DM is catching. You know, so you have to look at it, and because we disrespect ourselves, we're not taken seriously. We're not taken seriously. And then the first thing we want to yell out, we want to yell rape, we want to yell all these other things for all those people that's really gone through this, and now they become a joke because of the behavior of another.
In retrospect, some women may feel that if they don't play the part and look the part, that those same people won't pay attention and won't listen. Do you think that's...
Well, they're not supposed to pay attention to you because it ain't meant for you then.
That's real.
So, you know, like, they're not supposed to pay attention. It's not meant for
Do you feel that a piece of it could be, a lot of times women are catty? If they see another woman in the room, is always like automatic competition? Or hatred because of maybe the other one look better or get more attention?
There's times that happens. You understand this? There's time that these mentalities will have you there too, and you don't know the difference. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, and you know, again, I'm gonna always say this: only hit dogs holler. Okay, but there's tons of women with that stripper mentality. That everywhere they go, that this is how it's supposed to be. And it's bad. And it goes back to saying, like, you gotta know when to turn this on and off. You know, you have to know when you can dress down and now you can throw on some jeans and a t-shirt and walk around and everything is okay. You're not on stage, you're not in front of everybody. You know, everybody's not there looking at you, but there's a time that you have to step back into reality. I touch bases with reality all the time. I still duck bill collectors, I'm not afraid to say that. You understand what I'm saying? I still hustle as hard as the first day because I ain't get to where I need to be at yet. I ain't ashamed to say that. I don't have to stay in Louis and Gucci and Prada and Fendi and all that all day, every day, in order to make me feel complete. I didn't allow none of them to wear that. They could not wear that on the show. You had to come in there regular. Like, I need to see that you wear the clothes and the clothes don't wear you. I need you to be comfortable in your skin. I don't need you to front. And I want your fans to grow up with you. I want them to watch you evolve into that butterfly. You know, and those things are important. We're not doing no fronting. It is so easy for me to be me, and it's hard for me to be who you think I am. I'm not responsible, and I always tell people this. I'm not responsible for who you think I am. I'm only responsible for who I am. I didn't tell you that that's who I am. I got all this money, and now I can't go to Walmart, and I can't go to the dollar store, and I can't go to all these places. I didn't tell you that. You put me there. I didn't put me there. You did. You never see me going out there bucking and talking stuff.
So do you when you go to Walmart, do you do like the
I go to Walmart.
One for you, two for me?
If I could.
Oh, because I'm like a habituary, one for you, two for me.
No, I'm not going to steal it. I'm not doing that.
I didn't say I stole, I just forget.
Okay, but I'm not doing that. That was a day and time in another time zone.
Well, I'm a still a forgetter. I'm a one for you,
not
two
me.
for me.
Walmart don't play with you. You go to jail with them.
But I forgot.
Okay, they're going to forget. When they put you in, they're going to set you right there and tell you to think about it.
I did get jammed up in Target. I told you about that, right?
Target?
Yeah. Target, kid. They stopped me.
They put your photo on the entrance?
No, they didn't put my photo, but I forgot, right? I forgot. And the guy said, yo, you should be ashamed of yourself. You making all this money.
Really?
He said this to me, and I said, well, you listen to Remy Ma. She said, I got money, but it's always ramen season. Why is good when Remy say that? You know what I'm saying? This is a true story, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I have one of those too. That my pictures was like sent to all of those stores.
Which one?
Yeah,
But that's when I lived in New York, and my picture was sent to every store. Like Public Enemy #1.
I got one in Caldor one time.
See?
And where?
Caldor on Fordham Road.
That was a long time ago, God. That don't count.
It was.
We talking about now. You know what I'm saying?
That still counts?
Okay.
It's on my resume.
What do you say to a female that is trying to do something better with herself in life, but feel that the only way she can do this is by, I guess, showing a little something or being
You
a
know
little
what?
sexy?
So that's so crazy that you said that. I swear, every female will go off on me. Ain't nobody gonna look at me. Ain't nobody gonna do none of that. You want me to be closed up? You want me to put clothes on?
I
You
know a
want
lot
me
of
to,
girls say that.
Yeah, like you want me. I didn't tell you to dress like Mother Teresa.
Okay.
You could be sexy, non-revealing. Leave something to the imagination. Leave something there. But you ain't got to be butt-ass naked all the time. That's aggravating. Like, is that all you know? So that's a good question because so many of them, I said, are you talented? Yeah, then how talented are you? Let me see your talent. Let that be the focal point. But they feel that because all of these girls are doing what they're doing, they got to strip. They got to do this. No, you don't have to.
I think they're all fighting for the same attention. And then social media plays a part too, because like you're always on. But people who are always on social media, they always on. There's always a photo op. There's always something going on. So it's never a time.
The
when
murder
they're off.
capital of the world. That's the murder capital of the world. Right there. That internet is so dangerous, it's pathetic. No censors on there at all. You know, I'm like, I have an oath that I had to take here in the state of New York and in the state of Georgia. And I'm a mandated reporter by law, okay, with children. And there was a law that I learned, especially in Georgia, influencing the mind of a minor, okay? I've always wondered why that's never came up in nothing. Because all those companies can be charged. Like all these kids that are out here thinking that this is what they're supposed to do. Well, I don't have to go to school. I had some girls tell me before they don't have to go to school because, you know, their mom make a lot of dollars. And I knew she was a stripper. But you know what they said, they get a lot of dollars and their mom is there. And that's what they're gonna do when they grow up.
Or the only
My
fans
kids,
thing.
let me explain something to you. As much as I was in the streets, that was not something that they knew. They learned, like as they got, you know, when they got older. You did not come in a room when I'm sitting down in a room talking to adults. There was things that you was not doing. You was not gonna be a part of my conversations at all. They never knew what I was doing. They didn't know what was going on with me.
You did your job as a parent, though. You're supposed to do certain things to help, you know, your children grow, but without them knowing, right? Like you're supposed to protect them. From them. There's a balance between like protecting them and also not to the point where when they go outside, they get into trouble because they don't know any better. You know?
And that was one of the reasons why I made a decision to leave New York. I still made mistakes. Don't get it twisted. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I could sit here and say I made a lot of mistakes. But I knew I had respectful kids. I knew, you know, I know my boys was gonna be respectful. And I know that when you disrespect her, you just disrespected me. And that's what I always want you to know. So there was just some things with them I'm not gonna stand for. It's like even to this day, like there's one thing I tell them, there's two kind of women in this world. One that sees my front door and one that never sees it. So when you bring her through that door, you better know what you're doing. Because I'm gonna know what time it is with her anyway. And they know that. They don't like bringing nobody around me. Like she's gonna be for keeps if she come around. Or if not, I'm never gonna see you.
I think that's important because I feel like morals and values, like, it's just been clouded. Like everything is just about what has more likes, what has more followers. Like it's just like morals and values completely went out the window right now.
And I'm not a guardian angel, but I'm not something that's gonna be on the New York Post or something. You're not gonna have, you might have me posted up for something different. But I'm not gonna go in a room and 10 people in there, 9.5 of them I've been with. They're gonna have a story about me. Like, we're not going through that. And that's something I could always be proud of. You know what I'm saying? That I take pride in. I'm just old school when it comes to stuff like that. I just don't think that stuff is cute. I just don't.
It's the stuff that gets attention, though, so that people get confused with that.
Attention from who?
Bad attention, not good attention. But
And then you have to
people don't care about that.
understand, underneath that, what happened to you. There's some things that went on. For you to be that comfortable, you could be cool in your skin, but that comfortable. Oh,
Hey,
I'm so sorry.
What about do you put some type of blame on, I guess, the people's parents?
No,
No.
no.
Okay, tell me why not.
No.
Because
Why?
All right, because you just said to me.
I'm sorry.
Right, that's okay. You just said to me that your kids growing up, right? That you had certain rules. So now, don't you think that's good parenting? So sometimes some kids may not have.
Shit, I did something bad. I used to stomp a mud hole in them, though. I'll tell you that much. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. They didn't have all this ACA shit and coming to get you. And if you put your hands on them and all that other kind of stuff, because you're gonna do more than that to me when you think about calling the police.
Okay.
Okay, they gonna do more than that. I know people that come from good households and chose to be something else. And they chose to do other things because they thought it was hip. So sometimes overshadowing your kids and thinking that you don't want them to know something could be damaging also. Because now they feel like they don't fit in. And them self-esteems ain't always good. And that's easy for somebody to sell dreams. You understand what I'm saying? Mules are gotten like that, some of them. Are easy to get like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even in my time, I could have my time of saying that it was easy for me to get girls like that. They were good girls, but they loved me to death. Am I proud of that? No. But they were the easiest ones that I felt that nobody would look at. They would never be suspected. Nothing.
because they're looking for guidance.
Yeah. So they want to be under because they thought you hip and you had everything going on. So...
Rocky, what's something that you've learned from Miss Deb now that you didn't know? What's something that you learned from her?
Just how to look at the game different. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't need a response, no matter how you feel. You know, you handle things in a certain manner. Like a lot of the qualities I already had embedded in me, being as though I was always doing a lot of this stuff by myself. But I would basically say, especially patience. I keep saying it. Like I'm learning still patience.
You doing good, babe.
Yeah.
You are. You doing good.
I learned patience, and then everything just don't need a response. And also, you know, this game is make you feel as if you have to beef with the next female. You know what I'm saying? They make you think that 2 females or 5 or 10 females can't pop at the same time. You know, just worry about you. Always stay true.
How do you feel? Because I'm starting to see that it's like if 2 girls are beefing with each other and you make a song with one person, it's like now you sided with that person. How do you feel about that?
I don't get in between that type of stuff. And that's just beyond rap. Like even like wherever my whole, like I don't get in between. We all grown and shit. Like ain't nobody stopping my money either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't. If I'm cool with Susie and she beefing with Ellen and they both and I'm doing music with both of them and it's benefiting me and it's helping me go to where I'm trying to get to, I'm not worrying about what they got going on.
Do you feel like that's possible to do?
I know it's possible to do. I'll tell you from the rip because I'm real. Listen, y'all beefing, I don't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me shit about her, vice versa.
Right, the vice
we
versa.
here to do this for what we got going on. That ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's only messy when you carrying both of them.
and when you hiding,
Yeah,
and
you hiding.
and you
Yeah.
telling and going back and saying she said this and that. I don't do that. I don't move like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't. That's if in the industry, not rapping, whatever. I ain't with that. Like, I mean, I don't inherit nobody beef. You know what I'm saying? So.
Where could they see the show? When and how the information about the show? Deb's house.
Well, Deb's house is finished now, and it's on All Black, W.H.Y. It's on Peacock. It's on Philo. Oh, that's the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay, because we couldn't figure out what that P was. It's on Philo. It's on Amazon. It's on YouTube. It's like this thing was playing. I'm so happy. So
W.H.Y.
Yeah, or W.H.Y. It was playing simultaneously at the same time.
Okay.
Every Friday.
How does this differ? Now, I don't even want to put.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to. I don't want to give no props to somebody else.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I don't want to.
Go ahead.
No props to
don't do that.
else.
You made me do stuff. You do stuff in your house.
How does this differ from like baddies and things like that?
Oh my God!
Oh,
what
are you
about?
serious?
I'm asking a question.
This is based on musical.
What are you serious?
So let me say this, right?
Hold on. One.
Why you asking me a question? I'm asking you a question.
I'm gonna say. Let me. No.
Okay.
Neighbor, this is what I'm gonna tell you to be quiet. Zip your mouth up. One. I'm not feeding them liquor, drugs. They're not getting paid to fight. They're not getting souped up to fight. They cannot fight. They'd have to get out. Okay? They have a sisterhood. They're learning unity. Okay? They're learning how to accept their own faults. I don't need to keep going on and on. I'm not using them for who they are. Do you understand? They finding these girls out there probably don't even have a diploma. Do you understand what I'm saying? Probably got children, probably on social service, all the rest of that stuff, and giving them that little bit of money. You know, you telling them girls you're giving them that kind of money, what that do, and then they get notoriety from the television and stuff like that, they're gonna do it the same way all the rest of the reality shows is, and I ain't got no problem saying that either. You understand what I'm saying? I hate what they do to them girls. I cannot stand what they do, watching them girls, some nice looking girls, getting the shit beat up out of them and coming out there scratched up, banged up. And when you hear their stories in the background, it's everything that they've went through already. It's terrible. It's not good at all. So I don't get off. I'm not making money through the pain of another person. I am the first, second, and third cousin to pain. And if I didn't know any better, I probably need to do a DNA. It might be my mom and daddy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's not where I get off. I literally love women, so like all BS aside, I don't want to see them fight. We are powerful. If they would learn the security of who they are and understand who they are, they would understand the power that they hold within them, period. You get a group of us together, you in trouble. That's why when they say male-dominated, yes, they male-dominated because they rock together. See, they don't give a damn. A woman will lose everything over a man. But a man ain't gonna lose his shit over no woman. Okay? She ain't going because she pouting because they just broke up. You know you work with women that can't go in the studio because they got attitude. Okay? They mad at him. He ain't called me. He ain't come home. I just caught him with that one. He's with this one. They will destroy their careers. But now work with him.
He don't give a fuck.
He don't care. He's in that studio. That's right. He getting his money.
That's right.
And he could be going through whatever, but he gonna get his money.
That's right.
But you will destroy everything when it comes to that. That's females.
It's true. Mess up your whole day. You don't want to do the work. Like, your whole mood is off. It's true.
That shit worse than the PMS.
Sure is.
So it is what it is.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
But I'm not trying to be funny, self. I liked you until you just disrespected me.
I didn't disrespect you. I'm just asking.
Don't put my show up again. You can't get worse than them shows. Like, you cannot get worse than them. I just think that, I don't know.
Well, to me, I never saw the show. One time, I did see one episode, and I didn't get through it because a lot of people started calling me about Mariah Lynn. And they was like, yo, you should put some records out on Mariah Lynn. And everybody always had the notion that she was always signed to me. Mariah Lynn's never been signed to me. She just was a person that was super loyal because I helped her get on the show. So me and Mariah always stayed close, and she was probably one of the only females that ever was super and appreciative of what I've done.
That's so far few and in between.
You understand? Yeah, like, and the funny thing is that that's the only person I could ever name that was appreciative of, you know, what I helped her with. So I did get it. I said, you know what? Let me see this episode. Then I saw them fighting, and then I saw she had to put glasses on and stuff. And I said, I didn't even know why would they even air this and things like that. And I was just like, that. Similar to what you're saying, is this was so weird to me. And I'm just like, this is crazy. You know, and then I think also in that episode, Bianca didn't want to fight, and they were edging her on to fight. And I'm just like, the girl clearly doesn't want to fight.
They get top, like, honestly, they get top ratings.
No, I see that.
And then how they really do is that they spring them off to their own shows for them to go out there. You understand? It's like culting to me.
Okay.
That's what it's like to me. That they all place them, like they're all kind of placed in a cult. Like,
Because they do move around. From,
they
like,
move around,
franchise to
right?
franchise,
They
yeah.
jump from one show to the next. They all go from.
No, I
this
wasn't
one to that
comparing
one.
your show to that show, and I did. You told me. I said I don't even want to. You was like, nah, say it. You did say it. You did tell me that.
Actually, I thought you was gonna say something else.
Oh, okay. I know.
What'd you think he was gonna say?
There
No,
your
okay, I'm
messy
sorry, I'm
ass
sorry,
go.
I'm
Told you.
There your messy ass go.
I told you.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say something else, but you've been good.
About who?
You've been good.
Oh, okay.
You've been good. I'm quite shocked.
No, again.
I'm like, you know how to act in your house.
Yes, I do.
Usually people get in their house and they get cocky, but
No.
you know, they get real cocky when they get in their own house, okay? But
No, I'm straight. We straight. We good.
so if you know how to act.
All the time.
It's because he's you. He knows who to play with.
Oh, I'll be ready for the shit now.
He knows too.
I'm not starting shit with people, but I'm ready for the shit when they come. Like, I just leave people and just let them be. But it's just now, I just feel like now it's my duty to, like, not try, but to do something else. To put some more things in there. Let us do something different, ladies. Let us, like, you know, I'm going back to my sayings again, like, it's time for legs to be closed and the pocketbooks to be open.
That's gonna be a campaign.
You know that, right? So it's really time to get back to business. Like, that's really, really big. We got to stop this. You know, but there's a lot of pain with a lot of them girls, too, that's going through some of that also, that's doing the things that they're doing. And I can't stand that. I hate to see when a young one come in and then y'all start teaching them and bit by bit, this stuff start coming off.
Yeah.
What's that girl name? I seen her. What's her name? Scarlett.
Scarlett. Oh, man.
Hurt me to my heart.
Yes.
And I seen her. I said, no, y'all. Don't do this to her. Don't do this to her. Like, that hurt me. So I'm so serious that somebody grab her. And I text her. I had to DM. Like, you can't go out like that.
Did she stop? Because I feel like we saw a little bit of it and then stopped, and then she went back to her normal.
No, because someone's. I mean, it could have been your DM. It could have been, you know,
somebody else's or whatever.
Yeah,
I think it bothered a lot of people.
Yes.
When that happened. One of the people that it really affected me with when they came through with that stuff was Lotto.
Okay.
Lotto, oh my God, it affected me so bad when I seen her come through like that. It's like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Why y'all not coming in, grabbing them? Grab them.
Even if they did, it's ultimately their decision.
It's their decision, which is
who knows?
which
It
is
may
so,
or may not make a difference.
Which is so true. And then some of them are so impressed by some of the stuff, and then you also have to look at some of these teams too that enhance some of it.
Okay.
That push some of it. But that they think is these things is like really cute, but you're not going but so far.
Right. Following the trends.
I don't care how it looks to you right now. You're not going to go but so far. You have to look at this, and after a while, who do you think wants you to really represent them? Yeah, these companies might do a little something with you because you're getting them numbers in and you're going to make some sales for them. But for the long run, you ain't staying there.
At all.
You're not going to stay, sweetie. As soon as the numbers start to decrease, so will they.
Hello.
Well, I guess, and that's the reason why they continue to try to do what they, what gets the numbers, right? Because they don't want the numbers to fall, and they
But
see
see,
that
you
gets
fail
them
to
the numbers.
realize it decreases when a new one come in.
That's true too. That's true too.
When a new one comes, a new kid
That's
come
true,
on the
too.
block and start coming in and doing the same thing. Let's see what this package is like.
That's true.
And what is this one giving? It starts going away. So you're always good until you're bad.
That is true.
And everybody has to understand whatever goes up comes down. So you have to walk this line tightly. The life expectancy here is not very long.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's refreshing that for what you do in the industry, right? Because I feel like, based on my knowledge of you, when you first moved to Georgia, you opened up programs for children. And then you also did like a financial literacy program for the kids and children in that community. I think it's Jonesburg,
Yeah.
Georgia.
I love that school, Brown Elementary.
Brown Elementary. And then, from there, you continue to like foster relationships and just foster growth when it came to artists, with the artists that you mentioned, including your son. And now you're doing it with Raunchy. So I think it's really important. We don't have a lot of women in the industry.
Yeah, I'm always in the background somewhere. Like, honestly, just because people don't see me don't mean that I'm out. They'll think I'm out, and it becomes surprising to them. But, even for this show, I've been pushing for this show for quite a while. I've been wanting this show for a minute. Actually, and this is like a good time for it to come out now. But I'm always somewhere there, speaking to artists, going through stuff. Of course, my haters that are out there that are...
You got haters?
Stuff, let's not play. Like, they'll claim my work, that they did it, and she ain't never did this, and she's not the one that did it, and, and I did this and whatever. Right. And then sometimes the artists go along with them, too. They go along with them until something happened, then I get a phone call where somebody needs some, assistance. And
that sound about right.
It becomes something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but they're still my babies, regardless to what, but do it again. So when you can't repeatedly do the same thing over and over again, that's when it's funny. But you could claim that, even executives claim my work, that they're the ones that did it, that this is what they did and all that, but wow, that's deep.
Well, I mean, I personally want to give you your flowers because I think it's important that, you remain like resilient, you know what I mean? You continue on, and because stuff like that, those encounters, those situations can take you off your game, or it can like deter you.
You can never take me off my game. You can't take me from who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I am true to who I am. So you cannot, this thing's much deeper that hit me.
That's the show right there, so.
No, yeah, we're watching it now.
Well, now he's trying to catch up, you see?
Now he's trying to catch up.
Look how she looked like a little menace. Look at that little look. Did you see that look you was doing? Did you see when she cursed me out? Look. Oh,
this the rap battle.
Oh, this the rap battle. Oh, my God.
This why we different. We rapping. We going through life changes. We building ourselves.
Well, the reason why I just asked, because sometimes I think that
not dissing
we
them.
get certain
I'm
things
just
pushed
saying.
in our face so
it's
much.
It's like school, and then it's like a block party.
That people would think
that
this is what the show is,
school
the
and
show
the block
is about.
party.
So that's why I want just the explanation of it. And that's all. And
well, a lot of people had a lot of stuff. They said that Raunchy was already signed to me, and I knew her already. I didn't know her. I ain't know nothing about her. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't watch my show? You ain't up on it? No, I'm just playing with you.
It's like no, I didn't know her. I've never known nothing about her. I know nothing about her.
Okay.
honestly. And I deal with tons of people in Philly. And I was kind of shocked that Champ never said nothing to me about
She
it.
slipped through the cracks.
But he said that because I told him I didn't want to be bothered with no more females.
Okay.
Because honestly,
Oh, you was at that point.
I was at that point. It's
that's where I'm at now.
I actually wanted another Nicki. And
Okay.
not a Nicki Minaj itself. Her work ethics is what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Her work ethics is to the roof. And she allows nothing. I never even knew she was in a relationship when we was together. She never exemplified that, never showed that at all.
Separated the business and the personal.
Never. And she knew how to be that person up there and this person over here. She knew the difference between that. She's not that person 24/7. And that was very, very important to me. It was the discipline that she had with herself. That was really, really good. That's one of the things that I love about Rocky. Like, she sacrificed, knowing the kind of person she is. And it's like, I'll never forget, my favorite lines is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to the top? And she bit her tongue plenty of times. Blood was pouring out of her. Like, plenty of times she bit it. And the next thing that I knew, that her level of loyalty is not BS. Like, I can literally do something and not worry about her flipping.
That's important because nowadays,
Hell yeah.
people flip like with the quick. Again, I want to blame it on social media because it's like.
It's not social
That's
media,
the
it's
person.
them. It's the person. It's who the person is, sweetie.
That's true.
Has nothing to do with social media. Nothing. People make up all kind of stories on social media. They always coming up with something. When there's something there, half the time I don't say nothing. I don't
That's the
say
best
nothing.
response, right?
I gotta say something before. Who are you? What am I explaining myself to you for? Who are you that I need to explain myself? I think the only time is like one time OJ said that I stole millions of dollars from him. God forgive me. And I got on, I never forget, I was online because sometimes I like to go to my live and I talk to them and I'm always talking to them on the live. And somebody said, give OJ back give Juice Man back his money you stole from him. And it was a kid. I was so mad. It's like, your little pissy ass wasn't even born. And the kid started saying something. Was like, why you don't give him back his money or whatever? Well, if I took the money, then, find it so I could find out where it is. And, to this day, I got messages where I'm saying, you got checks here, come pick your check up. And I ain't doing nothing with it. I can't do nothing with it. You gonna bring it to me? You gonna, whatever. I ain't do nothing to you. You made millions of dollars. You didn't last no time. You disrespected Jadakiss, and that was like the end. New York knocked you out. Georgia didn't accept you. New York did. You fail to realize that. See, people don't tell all them stories where they was accepted from. Everything is just Georgia, which Georgia didn't accept you. It was New York. And you was accepted because this man believed in you more than anything. It wasn't, they might have known him because he was hanging out with Gucci, but his music was not out. The person that pushed him was Jadakiss. Jadakiss pushed him. But okay, Jay ain't gonna get the props.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never heard that.
I know you didn't. But that's where it came from.
Phony, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's where it came from.
What?
But that's where it really came from, Jadakiss. He did it. That was his guy. And they actually thought Juice was Puerto Rican.
He looked like a Puerto Rican. He
Right.
looked like one of us. He does.
Yeah, he was, so he made it here in New York. He was broke here. He wasn't broken down there.
Yeah.
It didn't happen down there. So when I sit back and I look at people bragging about people and what they did, you was the same person, wouldn't even let them come through the door. But now that they on, you claiming. And that kills me with a lot of, it's so many people I can sit here and talk about that with, where you wouldn't even let them go that I fought against these people. And once they came in, now they so kumbaya. I look at people today, I'm like, wow.
There's a lot of that in this music industry.
Wow, this is so deep. You hated this person.
Why in all the episodes like you got minks and stuff on? I just play with you.
First off, New York was cold. There was a lot of snow up there. But you know what was good, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I got to wear my coats too. So I have a lot of coats that in Georgia.
You can't wear. I got you. Every scene you got a mink on. I'm just keeping it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's,
like,
you know?
It's like.
But I am gonna I'm a binge watch this show, and again, before we get out, can you tell them where could they see this? Again, Rocky would know more. Rocky, where could you see Deb's
on demand too.
We on demand. We on YouTube. We on WeTV. We on what is it called, Philo. Oh, I hate the name.
Philo.
Oh my God, sorry Philo. We keep messing that up. Sorry. We on Philo. We on Roku. Peacock. Who are all black. WeTV. Yeah, that's
YouTube.
YouTube. I think you said Amazon. I said that right. So,
yeah, Amazon.
Is it on Amazon?
Yes.
Well, if not, you can also Google
Prime TV,
Deb's
I
house.
believe.
Yeah, you could just Google it and it'll come up.
Yes. We
Deb's
on
house.
all major platforms. Shout out to everybody.
Those are the two girls that I did deal with.
And their names is I didn't see.
Electra and Honeybee.
Don't tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to thank y'all for coming to my crib. Hopefully,
Thanks for inviting us and giving us cookies.
Yeah, and getting gossip.
a little bit of gossip. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for coming. But I don't kick people out of my house. But I'ma leave.
What?
So that means we gotta go.
Get out.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
It's that time again. It's time to say goodbye. My friends. Apartment 5H, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through.
do he always put people on?
Yeah. Including me all the time.
Like Martin.
All right. See y'all
yeah,
later.
like Martin.
We
I'm about
Exactly.
to go to the bathroom. I got
Do you know where it is?
No.
Okay.
Then she gonna
And
tell
we
you
gotta
where
take a
it's at.
thumbnail.
You gotta take a picture. My friend.